You know, when you're watching a detective in a movie and you wonder how they spot that one tiny clue everyone else just overlooks. It feels like a superpower, right? Well, what if I told you it's not magic at all? It's a skill. It's a way of thinking that, honestly, anyone can learn. You can learn it. So let's dive in and unlock the anatomy of the detective mind.
Okay, so let's start with a really basic question. Why do we miss things that are literally right there in front of us? I mean, think about it, frantically searching for your keys only to find them sitting on the counter exactly where you left them. We've all been there, right? It's so frustrating. And believe it or not, there's a real, fascinating scientific reason for why that happens.
Yeah, there's actually a name for this. Psychologists call it inattentional blindness. Basically, it's our brain's default setting to filter out stuff it thinks is unimportant in the moment. It's like we're on autopilot, you know? We're focusing so hard on one thing that we literally become blind to everything else, even if it's in plain sight. And that is the very first hurdle we've got to get over.
So, how do we switch off that autopilot? Well, the very first secret lies in understanding this really key difference. It's the foundation of the whole detective mindset, really. The distinction between simply seeing and actively observing.
Okay, think of it like this. Seeing, that's totally passive. It's just light hitting your eyes. It happens automatically, no effort required. Observing, though, that's a whole different ballgame. That is an active, conscious choice. You have to be intentional about it. It's about engaging your brain with what your eyes are actually taking in.
Right, so we get it. We need to go from just seeing to actively observing. But how do you actually do that? How do you tune your attention and really take the wheel? Let's break it down into a super practical method you can start using like today. You know, it all boils down to 3 pretty simple steps. First up, set an intention. Before you even look at something, just decide, okay, I'm gonna notice something new here. Second, start asking questions. Don't just glance at a messy desk and think, messy. Ask yourself, wait, why are there 3 coffee cups? What's in that pile of mail? And third, you've got to catalog the details. Get specific. Mentally note the concrete facts. It's not a mess anymore. It's 3 cold coffee cups, a pile of what looks like bills, and a book left open on page 42. See the difference? All right, but even when you start doing all that, there's another huge hurdle to get over. And this one's all in your head. It's this constant battle against our own brain's shortcuts. The goal is to see what's really in front of us, not just what our brain wants us to see. So here's the thing. Our brains are built for speed, right? For efficiency. They are not built for perfect accuracy. So they create these little patterns and stories to make sense of everything super fast. But the catch is, those exact same shortcuts, we call them biases, they can totally twist our perception and make us miss really important stuff. Let's talk about 2 of the most common ones. First, you've got confirmation bias. This is a big one. If you already think a coworker is lazy, you're going to notice every single coffee break they take. But you'll probably completely miss the fact that they stay late 3 nights a week. And then there's something called the halo effect. Let's say you have a fantastic first impression of a restaurant. That good feeling might make you completely overlook the fact that your food is, well, kind of cold. The point is, these biases are like filters on our reality, and they're working before we even know what's happening.
Okay, so you're observing actively, you're on the lookout for your own biases. What's next? Well, just collecting a bunch of facts is really only half the job. The real magic, the true art of the detective mind, is connecting all those dots. And that's called deduction.
So let's be super clear about the difference here. An observation is just a raw fact, something you can verify. The package is on the porch. Simple. You can see it right there. An inference, on the other hand, is the logical jump you make from that fact. The mail has already been delivered. See? One is what you see, the other is what you figure it means.
And this is basically the process, the path you follow. Step 1, gather your facts, just the raw, objective observations. Step 2, form a hypothesis. This is just your best guess, a possible explanation for what's going on. So you see wet footprints and a dripping umbrella. Your hypothesis could be, okay, someone just came in from the rain. And then step 3, you test it, you refine it. Does anything else you see contradict that idea? If all the evidence lines up, well, then your deduction is probably on the money. So when you start putting all these pieces together, you start to see that this isn't just for solving crimes in movies, right? This is about giving yourself a seriously powerful toolkit you can use in your everyday life, from your job to your relationships. It's a practical, honest-to-goodness superpower for the real world. So let's recap. What's in this new detective toolkit of yours?
it really just boils down to these three things. First, observe actively. Use your eyes with intention. Second, question your biases. Use your brain to challenge your own assumptions. And third, deduce logically. Put the pieces together to figure things out. That's it. That's the core of the whole thing.
You know, there's this great quote that just hits the nail on the head. All the clues, all the little details, the opportunities, they're literally all around us all the time. The only thing standing between us and seeing them is, well, how well we're paying attention. The world is just out there waiting for someone to actually look at it.
So I'm going to leave you with this thought. You now have the basic framework to start seeing the world more clearly than you ever have before. You can start noticing what other people miss and really begin to understand what's going on beneath the surface. So now that you know how to really look, what are you going to see?